The first trailer for Robert Eggers' Werewolf has finally arrived. Let's talk a little bit about it.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
I want to be a fighter, like you.
Oh, let it burn! Let it burn!
Did you miss me?
You have to shoot them in the head. They always come back.
The boat can leave now. Tell the crew.
Well, sometimes that is better.
Good luck.
Hey everybody, I'm Killjoy Jake. Today we have a trailer I've been looking forward to all year to break down. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to this page for more trailer breakdowns just like this one. All right, we've all waited long enough. Let's get into this finally. In 13th century England, a mysterious creature stalks a foggy countryside as local folklore becomes a terrifying reality for the villagers. Robert Eggers' fifth feature, Werwulf, arrives in theaters on December 25th of this year. If this trailer doesn't melt your face, I don't know what will. Some initial thoughts here. This trailer is already doing such a great job at establishing a crushing mood. The claustrophobic aspect ratio, the old school grain of black and white film, and a dirty, grimy atmosphere with very little color already makes this my favorite looking werewolf film ever. While I will always love classic 80s offerings like An American Werewolf in London and The Howling, it's refreshing to get something like this that is such a darker change of pace. Those movies pop with bright red blood and high energy, but something like this is reveling in its slow burn descent to hell. The tone for this one is not even remotely going to be fun, especially considering the movie that Robert Eggers used as a major influence over the film. The writer-director allegedly made the cast watch this movie called Hard to Be a God, which follows a team of scientists who travel to a planet populated with human life identical to medieval times. It's a dark, nihilistic, sort of period piece feature that my good buddy Evan from Rockland Graves covered in excitement for the new Eggers flick. Check out his killer video essay on that if you want a detailed insight on where Eggers' mind was while making this new movie. Also, Evan is the only guy on the internet who is more excited for this movie than me, so I'd be doing you all a disservice if I didn't recommend his channel. The Werewolf trailer begins with Aaron Taylor Johnson's farmer character, who has no name in the film, covered in blood. We flash back to his childhood, where it seems he has a curse placed on him.
Child of God.
Here we get this establishment of this religious theme that counters most of today's common werewolf lore. Robert Eggers has specifically addressed that this movie won't feature silver bullets or any modern rules created for the creatures. We're going back to their nightmarish roots. Werewolves were tied to the horrendous witch trials of the Middle Ages, as well as the curious case of one Mr. Peter Stump. If you don't know anything about that fella, make sure to check out my other video covering that whole case. There are a lot of disturbing accounts there that Robert Eggers was allegedly influenced by while creating this flick. The point in all of this being, I think Robert Eggers is making the ultimate return to form werewolf movie that goes back to the very, very beginning. Speaking of things being different from the typical werewolf movie, a cult of werewolves seems to indoctrinate young children of God into their ranks, corrupting them based on a few of the quick shots from the trailer. Again, this is another reinforcement of the religious theme here, turning the werewolf into more of a demonic thing. Sure, a lot of modern movies view it as a curse, but I don't ever feel like we get the priest involved to stop the werewolf. You know, that feels like a different genre. Robert Eggers is bringing this back to its purest form, back to its roots. Also, some of the most disturbing quick flashes of the trailer is featured throughout some of these nasty looking sequences. Willem Dafoe plays a hunter in the film who is going after the beast that is ravaging their village.
I heard of a raving beast that ravish this country.
I believe the hunter's been busy with some other werewolves in the area, based on this shot of a decaying corpse hung up to a tree. Something tells me he had a smidge of lycanthropy. The farmer's wife, with a cleft lip, played by Lily Rose Depp, comforts her husband by wiping blood on his forehead in some sort of ritual. It seems as if the farmer and his family are hiding in plain sight amidst this village, trying to just live normal life. It sounds like they may be cult defectors who don't want to be a part of that freaky-ish anymore, but of course I'm just speculating there. Plot details are very scarce. Something has obviously gone wrong in this village for Aaron Taylor Johnson's character to transform into a werewolf, leading to the hunter's arrival. Some voiceover tells us that not only is the farmer cursed, but also his kin. We get this creepy shot of who I think is Lily Rose Depp transforming into a beast. So I guess we won't have to wait until the sequel to get werewolves. Another way this movie is innovating on the 80s format.
It'll be dark soon, and they mostly come at night. Mostly.
I'm not sure if the entire family is going to transform or if they're even going to have a chance to, considering this shot of the eldest daughter likely being stalked by one of her werewolf parents. Something tells me these children are gonna get gobbled up before they see the dawn. For those of you who watched my video talking about Mr. Peter's stump, you may know what I'm talking about already. The fate of the children is unknown for now, but these lambs are definitely dead based on this brutal shot right here. The most goosebump-inducing moment of the trailer comes towards the end when we get to see flashes of a slow, painful transformation. There's all kinds of body writhing here, but the most unsettling moment is ATJ looking up at the full moon reflecting in his surrendering eyes. You can already tell this performance is going to be incredible from this moment alone. He looks so desperate and destitute here, like there's no escaping this terrible fate that's befallen him. So much werewolf media has kind of glorified this whole transformation process. It's nice to be getting back to something like this that reminds us of how painful that would actually be. Is it fucked up how much fun I'm having with this harrowing looking movie? There is just so much I love about this trailer. If it's the full moon lurking in the background of shots serving as this horrible foreboding presence, with the way that this is shot, it's almost like it's training you to be scared of the full moon, just like our main character here. I also love that this new movie is incorporating elements of all of Eggers' previous works together. The witch vibes are the strongest here with the plot and setup, but the close to black and white look is very reminiscent of The Lighthouse.
How long have we been on this rock? Help me to recollect.
This quick shot right here really evokes a lot of the sexual themes of Nosferatu as well. Maybe I'm just thinking that because I think that werewolf lady hand belongs to Lily Rose Depp, the same actress from Robert Eggers' previous film, but what do I know? And with that, we've reached the obligatory part of every Robert Eggers video I do on this page, where I remind you guys to go watch The Northman. It is criminally underseen. No one went to the theaters to go check this one out, and that's a problem.
I will avenge you, father! I will save you, mother! I will kill you, Fiona!
Watch The Northman. It's so good. It seems like Focus Features has taken home the gold this year with some stellar horror releases. Werewolf is easily the movie I am looking forward to the most for the rest of the year, and they also put out a little tiny indie film that you may have heard of, I guess, called Obsession.
No, don't do it!
I'm expecting this one to be right up there with Curry Barker's debut. I think we're looking at number 1 and number 2 of the entire year, at least for me personally. I cannot wait to see this one on Christmas Day, but what are your guys' thoughts on Werewolf after having seen the trailer? Does this look like a killer follow-up to Nosferatu, and will this be the scariest werewolf movie ever made? It's certainly going to be the most accurate, that we pretty much already know. Let me know your thoughts on Werewolf down in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching, please subscribe, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.